Creative Brain Candy by creators for creators.
It's so simple. The Borg hurt you, and now you're going to hurt them back.
In my century, we don't succumb to revenge. We have a more evolved sensibility.
Bullshit! I saw the look on your face when you shot those Borg on the holodeck. You were almost enjoying it.
How dare you?
Oh, come on, Captain. You're not the first man to get a thrill from murdering someone. I see it all the time.
Get out!
Or what? You'll kill me? Like you killed Ensign Lynch?
There was no way to save him.
You didn't even try. Where was your evolved sensibility then?
I don't have time for this.
Oh, hey, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt your little quest. Captain Ahab has to go hunt his whale.
What?
You do have books in the 24th century.
This is not about revenge.
Liar!
This is about saving the future of humanity!
Jean-Luc, blow up the damn ship!
No! No! I will not sacrifice the Enterprise. We've made too many compromises already, too many retreats. They invade our space, and we fall back. They assimilate entire worlds, and we fall back. Not again. The line must be drawn here. This far, no farther. And I will make them pay for what they've done.
Everyone, and welcome to Smoking and Drinking in Space. This is a sci-fi podcast from a couple guys who think they know sci-fi. And this week, we continue the summer of Star Trek as we review the film that takes a new Enterprise crew back to the past, but actually comes across as a movie this time and not a two-part episode. It's Star Trek First Contact. But first, he's the rockabilly dancing fool to my drunken counselor. It's James. How are you doing, James?
Look, man, you are a lot of things. Hot, drunk Troy. You are not.
You don't know that.
Oh, I do. I do, sir. I do.
And he's the android that wants some of that special Borg loving. It's Rob. How are you doing, Rob?
I'm doing pretty good. I like to think this movie is the first movie that this cast put out.
Yeah,
why?
I do too.
Because Generations is basically just a two-parter.
Bad.
No,
Sure,
it's not bad, but it's like an extended episode.
You know what Generations is? Generations is the season finale to the original and the season premiere.
No, the season
TNG.
finale. No, there was no season finale of the original.
This is it. That was it. Yes, Generations was the season finale that they needed.
Okay, and what was Generations for the next generation?
It was just another Saturday night.
Not that. Look, that's stupid because the way that all good things ended was fantastic. So if you're going to try to take that away as the end of the next generation, then I will.
No, I'm not. No, I'm saying it was the season finale to the original series.
After the podcast, meet me in the back, and I whip your ass for being dumb.
Dude, I will bring the hose and I will smack you over the butt.
Don't talk
and
about
by
hoses,
hose,
all right?
I mean dick.
Yeah, don't talk. There's one.
There's
don't,
one.
Don't talk about hoses, man, because I already feel like the Borg Queen kind of fulfilled your fucking weird hentai octopus fetish.
Oh man, when that tentacle went swirling into the body, oh man, there was time travel. Oh, that was the first one. Then there was the tentacle going down the body. Oh my god,
that wasn't a tentacle. That was her spine.
No, that was a tentacle.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
James, what's happening around CBC?
I had to change the sheets a few times.
Oh fuck!
God, it's so gross.
Does that count as two?
It might count as two. I'll tell you what, it counts as just gross is what it counts as. What's going on around Creative Brain Candy this week?
Chlamydia.
Apparently chlamydia. Jesus Christ. The gals over at Spoiler They Die release tomorrow. That's a Thursday. New episode where they talk about the British Jeffrey Dahmer. Spoiler, his name's not Jeffrey Dahmer. It's Dennis Nilsson.
That's close.
And he's British and not American. So he's like, does he just eat and kill people? And not necessarily in that order.
Yeah, only when they drink tea.
Right. Only, I don't know what that means. Episode 3, Part 1, Military Vice Part 1 from Eyes Forward March is out now. Check that out. Sergeant Seagar, Bacon, Vegas, and Donut all are in the same episode where they talk about vices and how that applies to, being in the military. Check out episode 115 of Bad Gamers Anonymous where they talk about Death Stranding, the apocalyptic UPS simulator. Drunkonomics, they're talking about tax breaks, political influence, and rare scotch. And you all know I love rare scotch. Catobophobia, they go on and talk about bulking up and burning out. They talk about how to, bulk up and not burn out. And then if you were paying attention, yesterday, Jason completely fucked up the live stream of Crate and Bring Candy Brainstorm on YouTube.
Twice.
Where we talk with Jimmy and Kareem from Catobophobia. It was a good time had by all.
Wait, which Jimmy?
There's 2. It was the one that was there.
Okay,
and then
perfect.
Make sure you check out simplystogies.com. There'll be a new episode this Saturday where we'll be talking about Cubans. I'll have Joe back on, the Cuban expert from simplystogies.club. We'll talk about Cubans, a little speculation, a little of this, a little of that. There's also going to be a new Cigars and Coffee on the Simply Stogies YouTube channel. So check that out, simplystogies.com. Go to YouTube, check out Simply Stogies. And Bad Gamers Anonymous, ladies and gentlemen, big news here. Looking for 2 brand new hosts to join Kat on Bad Gamers Anonymous. So go to creativebringcandy.com, click that apply button at the top, and let us know that you are interested in becoming a podcaster with Bad Gamers Anonymous. And Jason, I think that's it. Let's go back to talking about Rob and his hentai fetish.
No, let's not. Let's let Rob go to the news. You got any news for us this week?
Dude, I had all kinds of shits this week. So yes.
Just tell us about the news. I don't want to know about your bowel movements.
Okay, fine.
So is it that kind of news?
It is.
No, it's not.
It is. George Lucas reportedly blames Kathleen Kennedy for the shit show that is the last set of trilogies.
Hey, so do I.
Yep. So, I mean, that's, I saw that article. I was like, oh, that's interesting. He just now got on the bandwagon on that. That's
Look,
impressive.
I have something in common with George Lucas.
Oh, congratulations. Maybe you can write the next set of Star Wars.
No, thank you.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm
I bet
quite
it'd be
certain.
better than the shit show we've been getting.
It might, but no, I'm not
Well,
going to do
I don't know.
that.
Have you listened to SaDiS lately?
I am not
Who's in charge
stepping
of that?
into anywhere near that minefield.
What, SaDiS or Star Wars?
Star Wars.
Wait. You'd rather deal with us than deal with Star Wars fans?
Oh, yes. There's only 2
yeah,
of you.
they're all assholes. Yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah, sometimes it feels like there's more than 2 of us, though.
It really does.
It really does. Especially when it takes forever to get started because things happen.
Because look, this is not my fault. Okay, look, it's not my fault. It's not my fault that Discord fucking sucks balls. Okay, it's not my fault that I clap right in my $400 fucking mic hooked up to my fucking $400 fucking equipment and it doesn't fucking work.
Well, I mean,
That's not my problem.
if you didn't have a history of clapping like
But
a
like
toddler,
behind yourself, yeah.
Look, can you hear it? Can you normally hear it when I do this?
barely.
Oh,
Do what? We didn't
what?
hear
Yeah.
anything.
it's not my fault that
Did you just clap again?
No,
and
I
it
didn't. I did.
Oh, okay.
I did.
was gonna say-
Yeah, no, I did. I absolutely did. And everybody will fucking hear it because I can't help that you line up tracks like a noob. All right? Like, I don't have to have a master track to line them up. I just line them up.
Line them up.
Well, that
up,
explains
line
some
'em up.
stuff, but we'll move
Oh,
on.
Jesus Christ.
Rob, what else you
Moving
got?
on, Rob.
All right, moving on. So, do you guys, did you guys like the 80s?
They were okay.
They were okay. All right.
I mean, other than the impending threat of fucking nuclear annihilation, yeah. It was
okay. All right. Well, how do you feel about David Hasselhoff?
The Hoff is cool.
The Hoff is all right. All right.
The Hoff was cool. I don't know if the Hoff is cool.
He's
ever
still
since he got drunk, when he got drunk and eating Wendy's or whatever it was on the fucking floor, I'm not.
Well, who hasn't done that? He was just an idiot and let somebody film him doing that.
Me? I've personally never eaten Wendy's on the floor while being drunk.
Well, then
he
lived.
does it in the bed. He's more sophisticated.
You haven't lived until you've been blackout drunk on the floor eating Wendy's.
Well, apparently I haven't lived then.
Such a sheltered life.
Homework this week, James. Go get blackout drunk, eat Wendy's on the floor.
But you got to record it.
Yes, you have to record it.
For us. For science. Yes.
Yeah, just for us.
For science.
It won't ever see the internet.
It won't ever. No, never. Science.
I think the proper response here is that just to fuck off and let's move on with the news.
All right, so let's continue on. I don't care if you like Hasselhoff. He's not involved, but they're talking about.
Wait,
bring him up.
Why did you even bring that up then?
Let me finish.
We went down this fucking Hoff rabbit hole.
That's what makes this good news. Now let me finish. He's not involved, but they are bringing back Knight Rider.
Oh, again? They've only brought it back like 2 other times.
Yeah, and it didn't work both times.
Well,
how's it going to work this time?
It looks like it's going to be in movie form. It's going to be in movie form.
Oh,
wait, like a made-for-TV movie? They've done that too.
No, like actual movie.
I figured it was CBS going back to their show vault, like they brought back Hawaii Five-0 and Magnum PI and MacGyver and all those other fucking shows because they have no more fucking ideas.
Well, nobody does. It's all rehashed ideas. I mean, next year they're bringing out Metropolis 2.
I mean, what's so special about a talking car anymore? I mean, my car talks to me. So
yeah, so's mine.
This one is going to be a Tesla.
Yay?
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I just
like, what are they going to do? There's not a Trans Am anymore, is there?
No.
Pontiac.
No, well,
Pontiac
see, when
even
they
around?
No.
Well,
Pontiac's
but when they redid the TV show, it was a Mustang.
No,
oh, that's right.
The one where it was a Viper.
It was a no. That was Viper. That was the show. Viper.
Yeah, that was the show Viper.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the most recent one was a Mustang. Yeah,
it was a Mustang. It was.
Yeah, I'm out. I have no desire to watch this. I won't go see it. I don't care. Don't care.
It was a Mustang voiced by Val Kilmer.
That's right.
I'm out. I'm doubly out now. They've ruined it. They've ruined my childhood. I'm tired of them ruining my childhood. I'm out.
I just don't care.
I've got the episodes. You want to borrow?
No, not.
Sure?
Why do you have the episodes?
I don't know.
Do you have them in with your porn stash, Rob?
Why do you have 900 cigars?
No, well, it's almost 1,000. Thank you very much. And by the way, I may have ordered 20 more this morning.
Wow.
Sorry, that was rude of me to cough into the mic.
Look. Wait. Before the two of you sit here and bash me, what I ordered is, number one, hard to find. And number two, I got it at a discount. So
it's hard to find and you got it at a discount?
I don't know if I want it.
Incompatible.
Is it from China?
I got it from Wish. I got cigars from Wish. I don't think Wish sells cigars, but I'm going to check now.
I get them at a deep.
What else you got, Rob?
My wife will say no. Will never say no. Last thing is apparently Noah Hawley, his Star Trek movie is on pause because Paramount is considering doing a Beyond sequel with Chris Hemsworth.
Okay, actually,
they're back on that one.
Actually, they're not. So I read another article this morning. I'm not sure where you got this article while you were taking a dump.
Well, this would have been it was August 7th, so 2 days ago.
So they bounced back and forth between these two for the last year now.
Yeah, they have. Yeah.
Right. Well, now it's on hold, not because they're doing the Beyond, although Hemsworth has signed up to do something with them. Here's what is being reported now from the same people who, and I'll try to find the article so Jason can put it in the show notes, from the same people who accurately reported a bunch of different stuff that has happened, including this Witcher prequel.
Okay.
Simon Pegg is not happy. Simon Pegg wants a bigger role. Simon Pegg wants more creative control, and Simon Pegg is not going to let anything move forward with him as Scotty until that happens. So he is actually the one holding up everything.
Why would he be holding up the Holly one if they're not using the Kelvin timeline?
Okay, so that's just it. It's that Paramount doesn't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
They have lost all fucking control. I even read a report yesterday that Patrick Stewart doesn't want to do Picard. Yeah, he's very unhappy.
All of a sudden, he's unhappy because he's a golem.
Yeah, because he's basically a golem. He fucking thinks it's dumb.
Wait.
But
they
he was
gave
on
him
board.
the script before he signed on.
That was not apparently in the script when he signed on.
Really?
Yep. So, like Paramount, like, look, we were all pretty stoked when Paramount got Star Trek back. I really wish they hadn't, because they're fucking this up.
What do you mean got it back?
They got everything under one roof again.
Before the
they
series
only
and okay.
Yeah. So, we were all thinking that we were going to get something fantastic, something great. And instead, like, Picard was fun. It was great. I loved it. But I have a feeling they're going to do Kathleen Kennedy's version of Picard season 2. I really do.
What does that entail? A girl?
So, a lot of social justice warriors bullshit.
Okay.
And go woke, go broke. And that's what's been happening. Like, you see Star Wars, it may have made a ton of money, but they're like, fuck it, we need to redo the sequel or the new trilogies. And so there's all this rumor about what's going on there. Now, Kathleen Kennedy's out. There's going to be a Lucas director's cut coming out. Star Trek's getting ready to go the same fucking direction, it sounds like. So a lot of people over there aren't happy. Paramount keeps fucking this up. Like, they really need to put one person in charge of the whole universe. And we'll talk about this here in a little bit with Cochran. They need to really put somebody in charge of the whole universe and kind of start making it a little bit more cohesive. And if you've got to throw some stuff out to make it non-canon Enterprise, then do it.
Yeah. Rob, is that all you got this week?
Yeah, that's all I had. I thought Enterprise was good.
Yeah.
I liked it, but it's not. Yeah, it's not.
I think it suffered from the fact that there was that whole, like, are we going to get canceled or are we not situation. So they didn't know where they were supposed to be going. That's what I think.
Well, if it didn't suck, they wouldn't have had to worry about getting canceled. Who's ready for a pod crawl?
I am.
That is mean.
We can call it, I don't know, say a pod crawl? The pod crawl! Pod crawl! Pod crawl! Pod crawl! Excellent! Insert it deep! Pod crawl! Kind of like a space suppository full of information.
Picard is having some bad dreams as he relives his experimentation days when he was a Borg. It was just a phase, guys, honest. He wakes up to a call from Starfleet telling him that there's going to be a big throwdown at Earth, Feds versus Borgs, but he can stay at the neutral zone, they got this. Sick of being the little brother that gets left at home while the rest of the family runs off to fight and get drunk, Picard orders the Enterprise E to head to Earth for glory and insubordination. When they arrive, the Enterprise melts the cube with the help of some lesser ships, and the Borg shit out a spear that heads toward Earth. In its wake is a temporal something or other, oh for fuck's sake, time travel. The last of the Borg and the Enterprise travel back to 2063, when the first Earth-based warp ship is about to launch. The Enterprise blows up the Borg, but not before the Borg shoot at the missile silo that holds Zephram Cochrane's baby, the Phoenix. The Enterprise crew, now with 100% more Klingon as Worf, is back from his punishment on Deep Space Nine, beamed down to the surface to make sure everything is okay, and first contact can go off like it should. Meanwhile, the Enterprise has a Borg infestation. They are cranking up the heat, and making it a swampy mess in engineering, much like the room of a teenage boy. When hearing that his shiny new ship is being taken over by hormonal angstbots, Picard beams back up and immediately orders the decks isolated. He then sends out a call for an old priest and a young priest to purge the infestation growing below, and Data gets captured by the Borg and introduced to the Borg Queen. Back on the surface, everyone is looking for Cochrane, but they need look no farther than the bar, where Deanna has drank her way into the bottom of a tequila bottle with him. Cochrane isn't the shiny hero of a new age everyone was expecting, is instead a normal guy with anxiety and trepidation, like everyone else, who just so happens to devise a way to travel faster than the speed of light. As the old saying goes, never meet your heroes. Anyway, he doesn't want a statue, which seems like a reasonable request, and runs off into the woods. All of the Starfleet personnel on the planet chase after him like fangirls chasing the Beatles, and Riker shoots him in the back after being refused an autograph. On the Enterprise, the Borg are prepping a long-distance call, but Picard doesn't want to pay the charges on his phone bill. He, Worf and Dum Dum Duggan head out to detach the deflector dish. Duggan was wearing his red shirt on this particular day, so he didn't make it. Sorry, Cap. Anyway, back on the ship, things are looking grim as more and more of the decks are being overrun, and it's only a matter of time until the Borg have total control. Data is also being experimented on by the Queen, and she seduces him with promises of being the Borg King. She asks if Data is DTF, and he says yep, which sex with the Borg Queen would be like fucking a corpse connected to the internet. While Data is in the bone zone, Picard is convinced that the new Enterprise is disposable, so he starts the self-destruct sequence, and orders the ship evacuated. He, alone, is staying behind hoping to ignite the old flame with the Queen so she will let Data go. However, Data is fully functional and programmed with multiple techniques, some of which the Borg Queen must have liked, and she tells Locutus that she's over him. Back on Earth, Cochrane, Riker and LaForge are in the Phoenix prepping to become the first, and 100,000th, humans to go into warp. In engineering, the Queen tells Data to unlock the ship's computer, deactivate the self-destruct, and destroy the little warp ship that could. Data goes a bit overboard and launches 3 quantum torpedoes at it. As Picard watches the torpedoes miss, Data breaks open the green fog chamber that the Enterprise keeps for just such emergencies as Borg infestations, and all the Borg in engineering are dissolved, including the Queen. Oh, and half of Data's face. The Phoenix successfully warps, which fulfills prophecy, or some shit, and Cochrane becomes the hero he never wanted to be. That night, a big ship with bright lights lands in Montana carrying pointy-eared beings, and would spark an unholy alliance that extended Scott Bakula's career, and brought about the disappointment that would be Star Trek Enterprise. The crew of the Enterprise get to witness history, yet again. Through the power of moon shielding they are able to warp away without the Vulcans knowing about it, and roll the Enterprise going back to the future, credits.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, even though, the pod crawl was a little harsh on some elements of this movie, it's actually a really good movie. I enjoyed it a lot more than I remembered enjoying it in the past. And it's the first TNG movie. Of course, it's only the second TNG movie made, but it's the first TNG movie that actually feels like a movie and not a 2-part episode.
Agreed. I would 100% agree with that. I think the last, the movie Generations kind of was a 2-parter. A lot of things didn't really work. A lot of things don't hold up, but it was still fun. I think Generations is better than 5.
See, yes. I think, yeah, but I think Generations should have been a 2-parter, like on a TV series or something like that, or a special movie, just because it was they destroyed the E and ended up with
destroyed
a new
the D.
Or D, sorry. Destroyed the D, ended up with a new one, for the movies, right?
I feel like that was just kind of thrown in there. So for the next movie, which they already knew they were doing,
they could have
that they could have a new
fancy, brand new,
fancy and new,
overpowered ship.
Yeah, because they're going to have a bigger budget for the effect.
Well, they threw that in there for the shock factor of destroying the iconic Enterprise D. You've been living with this ship for the last 7 years. Well, yeah,
but is it really a shock factor? I mean, every Enterprise gets blown up at least once.
We don't know about the B
sometimes
or the C.
Twice. No, the C got destroyed.
Oh, that's right. It had to go back in time to get destroyed. Yeah.
Well,
we don't know about the B. The B may have been retired. The A was retired.
No, it wasn't. It got destroyed.
What are you talking about? No, it wasn't.
You don't know that.
Yes, after 6, they did their little, rendezvous to the second star on the left until morning, and then probably got back and it got mothballed.
Let's be honest, though. Do you honestly think that Kirk would have allowed it to get mothballed? He would have put that thing out in blaze of glory.
Well, no. At the beginning of Generations, it said. I mean, he retired. They brought him.
He
back.
retired, but he made the ship blow up in blaze of glory.
No, they said, "What have you been doing in your retirement?" And he basically just dodged the question because the writers didn't want to give him anything to do.
And it was his second retirement because
he dodged the question because he didn't want everybody to know he blew up the Enterprise.
God damn it.
When he got back to Starfleet, he goes, it fell down some stairs.
Don't corrupt us with your headcanon.
Yeah, really. Your headcanon includes hentai octopus porn.
I mean, Enterprise B got shit on as soon as it went out of space dock.
All Enterprises get shit on as soon as they leave space dock. That's just
they do,
Enterprise
especially
shakedown.
Yeah, especially if Kirk's involved. Right?
D didn't get shit on when it left space dock.
Well, we don't know that.
What are you talking about? It got stuck in some sort of web.
Farpoint.
No, it had had a shakedown cruise before Encounter at Farpoint. Encounter at Farpoint was after it was in active duty.
It was it was a brand new crew on the new flagship.
Was it?
Yeah, on the new flagship for the Federation, brand new crew. Picard handpicked everybody. He even made a little speech about it before they went on to pick up Riker.
But that wasn't their shakedown cruise.
Farpoint Station. What are you talking about, shakedown crew? Shakedown
cruise. So when they take it out, test all the systems, make sure everything's functional.
Look, just because they did it in the Navy in the 21st century doesn't mean that they do it in the Starfleet in the 24th
except
century.
that they did it with the A, they did it with the Excelsior, they did it with the B. All
maybe
of
they
those
don't
cruises.
Do it now. You can't. Look, is there any canon that says that happens? No, this is all in your head. Don't taint me with your head canon, sir.
Okay. Oh my God.
This is a good movie.
It is a good movie. And I liked the juxtaposition between the lighter-hearted stuff that was happening on the surface against the darker and more intense stuff that was actually happening on the ship.
Right. Which was weird that Riker, I get that for the movies, they wanted Picard to be the star. I get that. I understand it. I don't know if I like it. Now, here's what I will say. I think the cast was much more forgiving about that than the cast of the original series. Because the cast of the original series got all kinds of butthurt over their roles in the movies, and they wanted bigger roles, and it created this rift between them and Shatner, where the Next Generation, they're all friends. To this day, they're all friends and they all get along. And I think that shows in the chemistry. If you're going to ask me about the chemistry, between the two crews, the two casts, the Next Generation chemistry is far and away better than the chemistry between the cast on the original series. In fact, the original series, the chemistry was good between DeForest Kelley, Leonard Nimoy, and Shatner.
Well, that's why they always were on the away teams.
But they were the three main cast members of the original series too. Everybody else was just basically supporting cast.
Right, but the Next Generation wasn't. That, and I think that's the biggest takeaway for me.
They tended to spread it around when it came to
for
stories
each episode. It fixated on somebody else. Yeah, all of them were there for the most part, give or take a few episodes, and they all had their own storylines. But each episode, it either focused on Data, or it focused on Worf, or it focused on Troy, or it focused on Crusher, or it focused on Riker, or it focused on Picard. It was always an ensemble piece, right? But the movie for me, this one really, and even the last one especially, it focuses so much on Patrick Stewart.
Well, I would say
a lot of these movies do.
I would say these last two movies focus on Patrick Stewart, but they also focus on Data and Patrick Stewart's relationship. Data and Picard's relationship with one another. Yeah. And I would say a lot of the TNG episodes also focus on that. I would say that probably Riker, Picard and Data were the three main cast members, because you had all three of those, or at least two of those three, in almost every episode of TNG. There were some episodes that didn't have any Beverly. There were some episodes that didn't have any Troy. There were some episodes that didn't even have any LaForge.
Didn't have any Beverly. And I'll be honest, LaForge, man, what a throwaway character.
Oh, yeah, LaForge is a great character. In fact, I said
throwaway. I said throwaway character. He's a throwaway character.
You think?
They could have done more
put
with
anybody
him.
Down there. Like, it doesn't matter.
They should have done more
Scotty,
with him.
because Spock's not around to help him.
I think LaForge was a good character. In fact, that's why they expanded his character after the first season.
Sake, I was so yeah. And then they didn't do anything with it except make him this lonely fucking guy.
Well, yeah, that was kind of weird.
Like, it's just stupid what they did with the character. And then they kept the visor on him. Why?
Yeah, I like
because the implants give him headaches.
I like that they don't anymore. I like that they dropped the visor in this movie.
I do too. I thought that was a good decision, and I liked Geordi for what he did in this movie. Where he should be the one that was geeking out over meeting Cochrane more than anybody else,
right?
And he was. They made him that guy, except for Barclay, which I love. Barclay. If you don't know who Reginald Barclay is, oh my god, he's such a great ancillary character in Next Generation.
But I don't understand how did Barclay get to the planet, because I thought he had a transporter phobia.
He got over that,
so he could go and meet Zefram Cochrane.
Yeah, there was a whole episode where he got over that.
Yeah,
like did he?
Because he was seeing things in the transporter, and it turned out that what he was seeing were people.
Yeah, yeah, but I thought he still had a bit of an issue with that, because they bring it up in Voyager.
Well, sure, he still has a bit of an issue with it, but he's obviously on active duty on the flagship of the Federation. Like, he understands he's going to have to go on away missions.
Yeah, there are a lot of people that have phobias that still are able to function with those phobias. It's just they have a little anxiety whenever they have to deal with it, but they move on. There's therapy, there's drugs,
or warm milk if you're BA
or
Baracus.
holodeck programs that you can screw around with Troy and Crusher while you make fun of the
that was such a
crew.
fucked up episode.
I love that episode so much, where he makes Riker just the butt of the joke. It's so good. It's so good. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about First Contact, which I'm going to be honest, going into this movie, I had very low expectations. It had been years since I've watched it, and I was pleasantly surprised. I came out of this movie going, damn, this might be my second or third favorite Star Trek movie of all time.
It's good. It's a lot better than I remember it. It's been probably 7-8 years since I've seen it last too.
8 years, 32 months, 12 months, 26. Okay.
Yeah, I suppose if it had been that long since I had sex, I'd probably be counting down the days too. I would know.
Do you think it's similar to the guy from Space Truckers? fully functional?
Yeah, maybe. No, because
I don't think he has a crank start.
No, he doesn't have a crank start.
Oh,
what's her face? Tasha Yar seemed to enjoy it.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, she got some of that.
She was the one that
third episode or whatever. Yeah,
she was the one that got it. That was the 8 years, whatever. That was the last time he had sex. Now he had dated somebody, but they were not intimate.
Seems like a missed opportunity with all his programming.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Look, I obviously
all kinds of languages.
Can't speak for women, but if I were a woman and I were dating an android who was fully functional and knew all of these techniques, like, I think I would be the one taking advantage of that.
Think of the stamina on that guy.
Right. That's what I'm saying. If I was a woman, like, Data would be the perfect man. Yeah. And when I got tired of him, all I've got to do is reach around the back and press a button and he
turn him off. Turn him off.
He goes limp.
See he just goes limp.
Yeah, just hit his kidney and he's done. Yeah.
He's done.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Jesus Christ.
Man. So, hey, I've got a question here. What is it? First 5-6 minutes of the movie, they bring up Worf. The
Yeah,
minute they
that
bring
was
up Worf. They do Klingon music.
Yeah, that was his theme music. It's the Klingon music from I think the first or second movie.
Right, yeah. But I mean, why would they do that when
He's a Klingon?
But okay. Yeah,
Look,
but he's a Federation Starfleet officer.
The two best lines in this movie have to do with Worf. Where he comes on board, Riker looks at him and goes, "That's a strong little ship." And Worf goes,
"What do you mean little?
What do you mean little?" Right? And then the other one is as he's walking to
tough little ship.
To security or whatever, where Riker follows him and he goes, "You remember how to fire phasers?" And Worf just fucking looks at him and Riker gives him a look and walks away. Riker's the fucking best, but like both of those and the look that Dorn gives Frakes is just fantastic.
Oh, yeah. No, I like Dorn. I like Worf. I think it was a little convoluted how they got him onto the fucking Enterprise. I mean, why would DS9 send the fucking Reliant out to fight the Borg?
Yeah, the Defiant. Like, so.
Or the Defiant,
Why is Deep Space Nine even sending anybody to fucking Earth? It makes zero sense.
Yeah.
Because it's literally the furthest outpost that the Federation has.
Yeah, and they send this little tiny ship, but say no, big ass huge ship. You guard that neutral zone.
Right. Yeah, we got the runabout. We're good. We got this.
Yeah. But it wasn't a runabout. Wait. It's a Defiant,
and it didn't have the cloak. It didn't have the cloaker yet. Yeah, it didn't have the cloaking.
It is basically a destroyer class vessel is what it is.
Right.
It is not a destroyer class vessel.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
The Defiant was specifically built, or that Defiant class was built for war because of the Cardassian and the Dominions. Yep.
100%. They even had special permission from the Romulans to use a cloaking device.
Yep. They didn't have it installed yet when this movie came out, but yes, it was installed later.
100% for war.
In fact, originally they had a hard time that every time they would fire their upgraded phaser banks, it would short out the whole ship because they were drawing too much power.
Yeah. Look, there's a lot of stuff about DS9 I don't like, but once they got the ship,
it opened up a whole lot of
it really did.
A whole lot of avenues.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I really liked the Dominion War. I liked the angle with the Cardassians. I didn't like a lot, but that I liked a lot, like a lot. I was like, man, this is what Star Trek should be. Which brings me to my next point about this movie. It's a good segue, I think. Like, there's action in this movie right off the fucking bat, right? Because they're like, we got to go back to Earth because fuck it, like to hell with orders, as Data says, and like. Typically for Star Trek movies, you don't see these big space battles.
No, maybe
once in a while.
two or three people, or ships.
Right. Yeah, but this was a lot of ships. And
weaving in and out.
Yeah, I was really happy to see that. And I had forgotten about that. I knew there was a battle. I wish it would have been a little more epic, like Wolf 359, where just everyone's getting absolutely pounded in the ass. And then,
is that another dick joke?
That might be another dick joke.
Okay, perfect.
But this was good enough. The only problem I have with it is Picard's like, oh, I know where their weak spot is.
Right. Yeah.
Well, if you knew where their weak spot
why
was,
didn't you report?
Why didn't you use that in the TNG?
Yeah, or why didn't you report that to Starfleet? Hey, by the way,
Starfleet was onto something by leaving you out of the fucking fight.
You want to aim here anytime you see Borg from now on.
Right. It just seems silly.
You know what it was? It was the exhaust port. It was Star Trek's version of the exhaust port, right?
The exhaust port.
Yeah. But, now that you're talking about Borg, I want to bring up Borg shields or their personal shields, right? So this has always been, I have never really figured this out, right? Phasers, you get 2, 3, shots and then they adapt. Great. I understand. They adapt. You figured it out after the first encounter with them. At that point in time, I would have had some sort of projectile, like, a potato cannon or something that, you could pull out to take care of Borg. You go, okay, we have a real threat here. we need to have something just in case. Yeah.
Like, what about a naginata? Isn't that what they call it? The big thing, the big Japanese weapon with the sword on the end. It's like a staff, but it's got a sword on the end.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Somebody's been playing
Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah. Way too much. Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, why wouldn't you have that?
I mean, okay, and then Worf, he goes into he knows he's going to have to potentially fight some Borg, but he leaves his little Klingon knife back in his room for the first encounter, but then brings it for the space encounter. But I mean, I'd be strapping knives to the ends of the guns or something.
Yeah, I would have been carrying around a bat'leth because the Borg aren't good at hand to hand.
No, they're slow, supposedly. But
well,
they are really good at creeping up on you.
Well, yeah, but if Old Man Picard can dodge a punch from a Borg, I'm fairly confident that, most anybody under the age of 55 could take fucking a Borg drone pretty easily.
I don't know. He had some practice with Kirk, And
did you see how Jack Picard was in this movie? I mean, dude had been lifting some weights.
Yeah, here's the thing that I will say about the next gen movies until maybe the next one.
So 2 movies so far? Well, 1.5.
Well, I don't remember. What's the one where Riker and Troy get married? Because that's when I'm like
Nemesis.
Nemesis. Yeah.
That's the last
maybe
one.
It's the very last one. They all look pretty good. Like Troy, super fucking hot.
Yeah.
Like, baby.
But she always had been.
I know, but I mean, still now, like she changed her hair. It's straight. She had these highlights. Oh, look, I got some tequila. Let's party, baby. Like Marina, call me. I'm serious. Even Gates McFadden looked pretty sexy in this movie still. And she changed her hair. It was much shorter, framed her face. She had highlights. It wasn't just, the red hair. It was kind of like a strawberry blonde thing going on. I don't fucking know. But they both looked super hot. Look, man, look. What I do when I'm not on this fucking podcast, all right, could fill a fucking novel. Don't worry about what I know about
one of those chapters is apparently hairstyling.
Don't you worry about what I do.
Yeah, hairstyling, and then it's makeup 101 is the next chapter.
I'm getting ready to put out a makeup tutorial on YouTube.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, so I feel really bad for Hawk.
Why? Because he played Damien Dark on.
Well, no,
on TV?
That's whatever. No, I feel bad for him because every time he was in a scene, it looked like he really wanted to say something to somebody, and then never got to. It was like he was in a scene and he'd be like, I mean, he had a few lines. He had a few lines, but it was like
as an actor. I think he's such a good actor. They really underutilized him.
Yeah, it was really apparent when they were getting into the spacesuits, and they're talking. Picard talks to Worf, or was basically talking to both of them, and they cut over to him, and he it's like he's about to say something, and it's like, oh no, let's go. And he's like, oh,
maybe he needed to fart.
Maybe he did fart.
Had a turtle head poking out. He was just trying to.
You had to go there.
What's better
I've been prairie dogging it since they took over engineering. All the good toilets are on that deck.
I can't poop. Everybody else poops.
Jordy keeps those good and in condition. This bridge won't suck.
So I loved the way this movie looked.
Yeah,
this is probably
good.
This is probably the best looking movie out of all the Star Trek movies that we've seen so far.
I like the tight camera angles and stuff like that.
Yeah,
too,
yeah. Frakes did a great job picking a cinematographer.
Yeah. It wasn't just framing straight on
the scenes. The sets were tight. I loved the updated Borg look. Yeah, the movie looked really good. Even the CGI. All the ships except for the Enterprise were CGI. All the backgrounds were CGI. Well, no, I think the Borg cube, the big Borg cube part of that wasn't CGI, but everything looked really good.
The only thing I didn't like that didn't hold up real well is the what is it? The Terrazine Starcraft. Damn, the gas at the end, right?
Yeah.
You know, it was like it. Yeah, it was. It looked pretty rough. And then I have never seen an environmental system that is able to suck out all that gas so quickly, and then when it's done, there's still smoke from the burning shit. Right? I mean, it's like it sucks all the gas out. It's like, oh no, we're only going to work really efficiently when we have to. Otherwise, you know, you're going to sit and smoke all day long. You know, it was like, damn, because that got sucked out in like 3-4 seconds.
Yeah, it wasn't
quick.
long.
Yeah, when it was getting sucked out, it looked it didn't look right. It didn't look good.
What I want to know is why were all the Borg conveniently on that deck at that time? I mean, they had moved throughout pretty much the entire ship by this point.
Right. And then he goes to the engineering and there's like nothing outside the door.
Right.
And had been tons of stuff outside that door before. In fact, they were trying to get into, you know, the big bulkhead that comes down, and they couldn't because it was locked out. Now all of a sudden he can go through the side door. And it's like pristine outside that.
Yeah.
That seemed a little off.
And I hated the holodeck scene. I hate the go back to the past and do shit in a historical sequence. It just didn't fit. It didn't seem like it worked.
I think it was smart going to the holodeck, but if I went to the holodeck, I would have just said, computer, make me a shit ton of guns.
Bazooka.
Yeah. Just do it.
It worked about as well as stellar cartography worked in the last movie, which is to say it didn't really work.
I didn't mind the stellar cartography in the last movie. I thought that fit pretty well. I mean, it was the precursor to what was that big room that fucking Professor Xavier was in? Cerebro
and all the Cerebro.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, there are definitely some parallels with those rooms. Yeah, but stellar cartography. I mean, you're on a starship and you're going to be, you know, doing astrophysics and cartography and stuff. And I thought it was a cool concept to have like a 3D image or a 3D visualization of the star system around you.
They had talked about stellar cartography countless times on the series, and you never got to see it. So, I mean, you know, in the last movie, it was fun to see. But the holodeck, you got to see the holodeck in the last movie too, right? That's that's how Generation started. So you're right. It just kind of feels thrown in there like, oh, let's do a Dick's novel. That was always fun. The fans like that. Let's jerk them off with that. It's just, no, let's don't.
Yeah. Is that another Dick joke?
It is. In fact,
it's a Dick's joke. Yeah.
I see what you did there.
Oh man, that was like a twofer.
That makes up for the half a joke that y'all did yesterday.
What was the half a joke?
The recycled dick joke that you did. I don't remember.
Oh, the clean and jerk.
Yeah, you used the same joke twice. Yeah,
I didn't. I only used it once. Somebody else used it twice, if I remember right. But
used it a second time. Yeah.
So Crowley, your favorite isolinear chips came back to in this movie.
Yeah. Well, that's how things run on a fucking starship, guys. I know you guys hate it, but you can't run a starship without isolinear chips.
And apparently they create their own gravity, right? They drop right into slots, even though you're out in space. Right?
Oh, yeah, they do. Yeah,
maybe they're magnetic there. I mean, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt there.
Yeah, but still, I mean, it was like they pull it out and then it slaps right on in. It's like, awesome.
It's like a vacuum behind there that sucks them in and holds them in place.
Right. And apparently whoever designed that deflector dish did a terrible job with that manual override because you had to have the strength of a Klingon to be able to rotate the thing.
Picard did 2 of them.
Yeah, but he struggled.
Right. Yeah, he struggled. The Klingon Worf did it just fine, and then
Worf had no problem.
Yeah, Worf
struggled, and then Hawk apparently he needs to get some tips on powerlifting. Yeah,
he didn't have the guns Picard had.
Apparently not.
It was weird. I was sitting there like for the first 30, 45 minutes of the movie going, who the fuck is this guy? I know him.
You didn't recognize
somewhere.
him? Right.
No. It's the white hair. When he has the white hair, then I'm like,
yes.
all right, I know who he is.
Yeah, when he does the white or platinum blonde or whatever it is that he does now. Yeah.
Yeah. Which I think looks better. I love him as an actor. So I was
Well, and his eyes, dude, he's got some piercing blue
They
eyes.
stare into your fucking soul.
All right. So
they reach in and just
both got a man crush on him, huh?
Well, no, he's dead now.
No.
Hawk died.
Yeah. Did you watch the movie?
Before his time.
Yeah,
Well,
we're
no, he
talking
didn't
about the
die.
actor.
He just got assimilated.
I was talking about the actor. I am not sure what Dippy was talking about.
No, I recognized him instantly
just him
from
in general.
Captain America.
From Captain America, yeah.
I don't
Dugan.
remember him in Captain America.
He
but
was
I do
Dugan. He
remember
wore
his-
a bowler
I know.
hat.
Dumb Duggan.
Dumb Dugan.
Yeah, and wore the
whatever.
bowler hat, man.
Yeah. But I do remember him specifically as Damien Dark in The Flash.
And Flash, yeah, Arrow.
and-
Yep.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't watch those, so I wouldn't have known.
I know you don't watch shit shows unless we have to review it.
Yeah. And then he's all about it.
And then he's like, you gotta watch this movie, Metropolis. It's so good.
It's so good.
I hate you both.
Yep. So Data shoots off 3 quantum torpedoes.
Yeah.
He misses.
On purpose.
On purpose, right.
Yeah.
So they're just flying out there in La La Land, more or less, right?
Yeah.
Do you think the Vulcans would have picked up the fact that there were quantum signatures
torpedoes
flying
Or would they
around in a
fucking open
solar
the
system?
Time portal?
Right.
Did they open the fucking time portal?
Or the time portal? Yeah.
It's supposed to be behind the moon. And fucking what's her nuts? Lily looks up and she's like, "Oh look, there they go."
Yeah, there they go.
Yeah. The moon hid our warp signature.
How's that work?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I don't
that
know.
was, yeah.
Maybe they were all down in the bar learning the new thing called tequila or vodka. What was it?
No, it was
tequila.
tequila.
It was tequila. Yeah,
It was
tequila.
tequila.
Yeah.
No, I will say that the soundtrack to this movie was pretty good.
Was pretty good, except for one fucking song.
Here we go.
Which one is it?
Ooby Dooby. God, I can't stand that fucking song.
How does that one go?
I don't
Sounds
know.
like a
Rob,
rip
you
off
tell
of
me.
Tutti Frutti.
I don't know Ooby Dooby.
You watched the movie, right?
No,
Doobie doo.
no, you need to sing it for me.
No, I'm not singing shit.
We don't want you to sing shit. We want you to
Sing
sing.
I'm not
Ooby
singing
Dooby.
that either.
Look, you've got 2 options: Ooby Dooby, or All That She Wants Is Another Baby.
I would rather
She's gone
have
tomorrow.
I would rather have Ace of Base stuck
Hey.
in my head than
Yeah, no.
Good.
Ah.
You know, I told you last night I was going to bring it up, and I shoehorned that bad boy in today.
Yeah, you did.
You are welcome.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Magic Carpet Ride. Little stepping.
Yeah, that was
good.
good. Whoa.
What?
So
Did
you like
say-
something Canadian?
Oh,
I like Ryan Reynolds too. Look, there are exceptions to every rule, folks.
Oh
The
man,
99.9% of Canadians,
they're all right.
I'm really interested
it's those
in.
other 2 that you don't like. Is that what you're saying?
It might be a little spoiler action there. They may or may not die. I'm just all I'm saying.
Oh, nice.
Comes out on Thursdays, by the way.
Thursday, every Thursday.
Every Thursday. It was cool that they brought in the Voyager EMH as
Yeah,
a cameo.
Yeah,
10
that was
seconds.
good. And he does his signature. I'm not a doctor.
I'm a
thing.
doctor, not a.
Yeah, I'm a doctor, not a whatever. Because he did that a lot on Voyager.
Well, he got that from Bones.
Right.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, that was neat. The uniforms were obviously more cohesive this time. Everybody had the same fucking uniform, which was fantastic.
They had a director that knew what he wanted.
Yeah,
right?
Frakes is like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I thought
happened
Frakes did
We're
a
not doing
really
that.
good job on this movie.
Frakes probably, they asked him, hey, you want to direct this one? He goes, yeah, I have one demand.
One demand.
My
The fucking
uniform needs
God
to
damn
fit
it.
me.
Yeah. Well, they had a lot more time on this movie too. So they had like 12 weeks of pre-production and 10 weeks to shoot it. So there was a lot more time to actually work on this instead of rushing it right after they fucking wrapped on the original or the Next Generation series. And oh my God, how fucking tall is James Cromwell? You know you're fucking tall when Riker is looking up at you. When Frakes has to look up, holy shit.
Yeah, he's pretty tall.
He's a tall dude.
Yeah, I liked the Moby Dick thing, the reference.
Yeah, I mean, we saw that in Con, and this is kind of a rehash of that. It's the same kind of theme of revenge, hurting those that hurt you, and being blinded by that revenge.
The rage that comes with it, and Picard being upset. I thought it was a little over the top, him smashing the glass and all his little ships.
Yeah, especially since they should have the whole, unbreakable glass. Or was it clear aluminum?
Transparent aluminum.
Transparent aluminum.
I think clear is a synonym of transparent. I don't have a thesaurus in front of me, but I'm fairly confident that it is indeed a synonym.
But it's called transparent aluminum.
Okay. And?
Just saying.
Potato.
And why would they use that on a display case?
So that you can't do what Picard did.
Well, yeah, but that's adding additional weight and cost to a display case that...
I didn't think weight really mattered in space.
Yeah, weight matters in space. You still have mass that you have to push.
With nacelles, I don't think it matters, does it?
Well,
you just make the nacelles bigger. Like you create a warp field. Do you not know how fucking warp works?
Yes, I'm well aware of how their theoretical warp works. They create a warp bubble.
No, it's not theoretical, Jason. This is the 24th century, okay? They know shit we don't.
Okay.
Jesus.
Oh, my God. Whatever. Anyways, why put transparent aluminum in a display case? It doesn't make sense. Glass makes more sense.
It's lighter than glass.
Are you sure?
You never know.
Are you sure?
Do you know?
I mean, the last time I picked up some aluminum, it was definitely lighter than the same size glass I picked up.
And it's transparent, which means it's that much lighter. It doesn't have all that
nothing. Yeah,
it doesn't have all that heaviness to it.
Right. The heaviness is what makes it opaque.
Yes. Yeah.
That means not being able to see through, Rob. Opaque.
Yeah. Duh.
That's a synonym for clear.
Or transparent.
That's
Rob's favorite color.
What, clear? I prefer milky white.
Not even going to ask why. So let's just move on.
It's just another dick joke,
that comment.
Yeah.
Who's got final thoughts?
I really like this movie. I thought it had a lot of great themes. The callback to Picard being Locutus and this whole movie kind of revolving around the best of both worlds, I thought was fantastic. I really, really, really enjoyed that. There were some elements that didn't work for me, but overall, I still think that this might be my second or third favorite Star Trek movie. And this is after last week I said I wasn't looking forward to this movie at all.
Yeah, no.
So there's a chance that you might like Insurrection?
No, not at all.
No, there's no fucking chance in that
fucking movie. Yeah, that'll suck.
Oh, you mean you're not looking forward to
I'm not.
Plastic surgery gone bad?
No.
Okay.
No.
I mean, it is the future.
No.
You would have thought they would have figured out plastic surgery by now.
But I don't care about space leopards.
Instead of like stretching their face.
I don't care. Space leopards are not something I want to watch on a movie.
Too bad.
So LaForge was down on the planet whenever the Borg was discovered. It was interesting that Picard didn't bring LaForge back up to the ship to help secure engineering.
Because he had to.
I think the transporters were locked out at that point, weren't they?
Well, no, not when Picard went up. He knew it was Borg before.
Yeah, Picard and Beverly and what's her face all
right. But after that, he didn't know it was the Borg for sure until he got like the humidity fucking thing from Hawk. Like he asked Worf over the comms like what's going on,
but he had an idea.
Right, so he goes up to make sure that his idea is correct. And then by the time he realizes it's Borg and, hey, all of my people are down there. And also the other thing is this, like he couldn't really bring LaForge up because LaForge, or as McDowell says, LaForge, was too busy fixing the fucking warp ship.
Yeah, the fate of Starfleet hung in the balance.
I get this, and we're delving down a deeper hole than what I intended. My question to you was going to be, if what would Pirate Scotty do if the Borg had infiltrated the Enterprise?
Oh, called Spock.
Spock, I need you, matey, out here in engineering. We've got a Berg problem.
A Berg? A Berg problem?
It's the fucking Titanic.
A Berg problem. Okay.
That's how he would pronounce Borg. He would pronounce it Berg.
It's an E.
Matey, it is an E. You could have called him the Berg, but the Berg was better.
Oh, Rob, you got a haiku for us this week?
I do. This one is, I gave it the title of Energize.
Okay.
Transporter Room 3. You are the Starfleet elite. Fuck off, 1 and 2.
That's pretty good.
Everybody,
Well done, Rob.
meet me at Transporter Room 3. Hey, let's go to Engineering Team A, Transporter Room 3 now. It's like, apparently they're the good ones. Scotty runs 1 and 2, apparently.
Pirate Scotty.
Pirate Scotty.
Yeah.
Oh.
I feel bad for Transporter Room 1 and 2. They don't get any action.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
It is.
But really, I mean, that's the station you want. You just kick back, not really do anything.
Yeah. More than likely, that's where the Borg beamed in, is at 1 and 2, because they're like, hey, I hear Transporter Room 3. Those are the elite guys. We don't want to go there.
Yeah, we don't want to fuck with them.
That place gets used like on the regular. 1 and 2. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go there first. Were they running around like mice in the turbo or in the Jeffrey
tubes? Yeah.
Basically? Yeah. All right.
Like squirrels in the wall.
Squirrels in the wall.
Yeah.
All right. Well, next week, we are unfortunately going to review Star Trek Insurrection, 1998's movie where the crew of the Enterprise learn of a Federation conspiracy against the inhabitants of a unique planet, and Captain Picard begins an open rebellion. We're continuing the summer of Star Trek, even with the worst of Star Trek movies.
I feel the Rona coming on. I'm calling it.
No, you got to do this. You got to
totally
do.
fine.
You don't get to do you don't get to skip out on the worst fucking one.
You can quarantine yourself just fine and get on a mic. It's not a big deal.
I'm not going to be able to make it into work today.
Mm-hmm.
Today. Oh well, good. You've got a week to get it over.
Yeah.
The Rona lasts for months.
No, it doesn't.
Months, huh?
Not for you. It doesn't.
No.
Damn it.
You don't go anywhere.
You don't know what I do, Rob.
No, we do. It's jack shit right now. Well, that and smoking veiny,
thick and veiny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thick and veiny.
Another
phallic symbols.
Yeah. Another dick joke for you.
He likes them thick and veiny. And that's all we've got for this week. Our intro and outro music is Welcome Home by Cambo. Podcrawl music is Snack Mix by Machette.
Juicy.
If you like the show, please rate and review us on iTunes. You can leave us feedback on our Discord channel at smokinganddrinkinginspace.com/Discord. On SaDiS.
When it squirts, when he bites into it.
On Twitter at SaDiS_podcast, where you can email us at smokinganddrinkinginspace@outlook.com. If you'd like to throw a few nickels our way, you can become a Patreon supporter by going to smokinganddrinkinginspace.com/Patreon. And
getting the good ones.
Make sure to visit Creative Brain Candy for more great shows and other creative works at creativebraincandy.com. For this week, I'm Jason.
So the ship was called the Phoenix, and it rose from the ashes to lead us into the 20-something odd century. Yeah. 21st century? It was 2063, wasn't it?
They were in the 21st century.
Yeah, to lead us into the 22nd century, I guess.
There you go.
There
I
we
knew
go.
you'd eventually get there. Good job, Rob. By the way, I figured out what's wrong with Discord, just because I know everybody gives a shit. When it restarted, because it's dumb. reset the sensitivity down to nothing. So guess what? There's my clap. Fucking
Awesome.
match it with that.
And we'll talk to you next week.
See, I didn't do that. Okay? So you two, you remember who said that this time. Okay? It wasn't just me. It was Jason, too. And he's probably going to cut all of this out of the podcast so it sounds like it's just me fucking going, oh, STD comes out on Thursday, derp and derp.
No, I'm leaving in the derp and derp.
Oh, perfect. Rest of it gets cut, though. Just the derp and derp.
Yep, the whole derpy derp is going to be in there.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to Smoking and Drinking in Space. This is a sci-fi podcast from every... Oh, God damn it.
Now you're just fucking up your own self.
God. Can we restart the day?
Are you still here, Crawley?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're just being really quiet.
Sorry. I didn't know. I didn't know I was supposed to talk.
Well,
I'm afraid it's going to fuck up now.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, because
Like,
you normally give him a hard time when he screws up the intro.
Whatever.
All right.
It's going to be one of those shows.
It is.
Already is.
All right, let's try again. 5, 4, 3. Hi, everyone, and welcome to Smoking and Drinking in Space. This is a sci-fi podcast
early.
from a couple guys who think they know sci-fi. I'm sorry, what?
I said you went a second early. You said 5, 4, 3. Hello, everyone. Well, like you went on 1 and not on 0.
I hate you both. God damn, I hate you both.
That was good. That was a good one.
Wait, yeah, thanks. Derp and derp.